So here it is, 6:30 in the morning, Monday. Ugh. And I'm thinking about stuff. Yeah, that's got to be just a little dangerous, don't you think? I know. Anyways, what am I thinking about? I'm thinking about love and hate. Seems kind of a heavy thought for Monday morning, don't you think? But yeah, here we are nonetheless, eh? You know, those two things are pretty big for us as a believer. Love is huge. I mean, we're told to love one another. We're told that, there's a lot that hinges on love. But I'm thinking of a couple of different verses have come to mind. One about loving one another. There's another one that comes up. What is it here? John 15:13. There's no greater love than to lay down one's life for one's friends. That's a pretty big statement. But then I see like John 13, 1 John 3:18. Let's not merely say we love each other, but let us show the truth by our actions. And conversely, we go to 1 John 4, verse 20, which says, if someone says, I love God, but hates a fellow believer, that person is a liar. Ew. That's a pretty big statement there, especially in light of the other two. But what's on my mind is that as heavy as those statements are, do we know what they mean? Do we know what love and hate mean? Because that's pretty important, considering the statements just given, the verses that we have. And I ponder if we do. No greater love has one than to lay down their life for someone else. That's not an emotion. That's an action. It's 3:30 in the morning. You've got to get up for work at 6 o'clock. The kids wake up crying in the middle of the night, whether it's for a nightmare because they're sick or whatever reason. You get up and take care of them. That's love. You see, love is not an emotion. Love's an action. And it is, in the simplest terms, putting somebody else's need above your own want. It's a bit of a self-sacrificing thing, right? Like our verse about no greater love than has someone to lay down their life, right? They need to stay alive. You want to stay alive. you know. But that in essence is love, is putting someone else's need above your own want. But if that's love, then what's hate? A lot of people would be quick to say, oh, it's being mad, but no, that's not what it is, because to say you're never going to be mad at somebody is insane, whether a believer or not, because let's be honest, people are frustrating and irritating and agitating, and they're just peoply. People are peoply. We are peoply people, and we get mad at one another. We get frustrated and irritated. But hate is actually a willful working against someone. Like, for instance, malicious gossip, that's hate. You're actively working against another person by saying something that is not true, or is probably not true. Or, undermining somebody at work, right? You're, you take credit for things that they do, you say they do things that they don't, things like that. That's hatred. That's an act of working against someone. So in light of our other statements, and there's things we have to consider, that to show love is basically putting other people's needs above our own wants. And to not show hate is to not work against somebody intentionally. You can be mad at them if you want, just don't take it out in that. And in essence, in a lot of ways, that's vengeance, And again, we know that's not something we're supposed to pursue. But anyways, yeah, like I say, kind of some heavy thoughts first thing for a Monday morning. Just putting it out there. I haven't even had a coffee. I mean, really. And on a side note, that's why you can't love your coffee. You can really like your coffee, but you can't love it. You're probably not going to take a bullet for your coffee. I do say probably because I know some people who are really, really, really fond of their coffee. So they might. Anyways, some heavy early Monday morning thoughts. I hope the week goes well for you. And I hope that little word this morning gives you something to ponder and maybe gives you a little bit of freedom somewhere. If you find yourself, that you seem to be struggling with some things lately, or, you're trying to work through some stuff or whatever, and it just doesn't seem to be going anywhere, take a look and see if you're, ask God to search your heart. Are you hating anyone? Are you working against? And if so, help you to stop. And are you loving others? And if you're not, help you to do so. But yeah, take care all. Like I say, we're all in this together, right? Anyways, peace out. Have a great week.